You know, there's a reason why you always have to be, well, kind of skeptical of business interests. Because, well, it doesn't always align with, well, the interests of the common folk, the marginalized, and, well, in often cases, because of business interests, the oppressed. So, you know, I know Iowa. I know Iowa very well. I used to, well, I used to reside in Iowa. I lived there for a little bit. And, well, it was a nice place, lovely place. You got, well, you got a lot. You got Cedar Rapids. You got Davenport. You got Des Moines. You saw, you saw me catch myself there. I was gonna say Des Moines, like most people say. It's not Des Moines. It's Des Moines. Des Moines, Iowa. You know, you got Benton. You got the small little rural areas, the major cities. You know, and then, well, you got 99 counties in Iowa. You know, Iowa's a nice place. It's cornhusker country. You know, you got nice, charming people. When I was there, I never experienced any bad things. You know, I did hear a couple of bad stories. But you know, no place is perfect. No place is heaven on earth. But for the most part, the people of Iowa, well, they were generous. They were very welcoming. That was then. I'm sure with COVID, well, if I came to Iowa looking like this, they'd have their pitchforks and torches. They would probably lynch me. You know, times change, people change. But, you know, there's reasons for that. There's people that, well, work up people. And then there's people that, well, succumb to the pressure. Well, you don't really want to judge people because you don't know what's in anybody's heart of hearts. And some people don't have hearts. So you can't judge because, well, I don't know any of these people personally. I just commentate on, well, what I read, what I hear, and what I see. It could be totally an imagination, an illusion. But, well, it is what I read and hear and see. So that's what I have to commentate on. You can only commentate on the things that you think that are existing. I mean, I could pontificate on things that I think are also existing that don't get reported, but, well, that's another story. Back to Iowa. Well, recently, the governor of Iowa signed a law that, well, makes it much harder for landlords to have to accept vouchers from participants who are in the Section 8 program. And, well, a little backstory. If you don't know, Section 8 is generally for individuals who are, well, low income or highly poor in consideration of the United States standard of living. You know? And they get a housing voucher from the, well, federal government or their state government. And it's given to the property. And the landlords have to have a certain quota or percentage of individuals who are Section 8 in nature. Well, I would just sign a law saying that, well, landlords don't have to take any individuals if they don't want to. They're having the Section 8 voucher. And so what that means is a lot of people are going to be put out on the street now. And, well, the governor in Iowa, Kim Reynolds, she signed that into law. Now, I'm sure Kim Reynolds is probably considering herself a Christian. You know, it's real Christ-like to tell people who are impoverished already, and now you don't have a place that you can lay your head. out on the street because the landlord, well, their reason is, well, Section 8 clients, when they rent out the units, well, they generally have to do repairs, more repairs for the Section 8 clients. And the landlords don't want to have to spend the money to do the repairs. So they rather not take Section 8 clients. Now, remember I said two things can be true simultaneously. Let me tell you the dirty little secret about that. Yes, that's true. Landlords generally do have to spend more to renovate the unit after a Section 8 client. But Kim Reynolds, what they didn't tell you, what the Landlords Association never mentions, is that Section 8 clients generally stay in their units longer. Now, for all of you who are like scratching your head trying to figure out what I'm trying to say because you don't live in an apartment, let me tell you homeowners what I'm trying to tell you. Section 8 individuals, people who have the Section 8 vouchers, well, they tend to live in their unit for years and years. Now, if you have a home, you have to do repairs on your home. Nobody can, well, fix your home. But if you rent, technically, you're leasing out the property. You don't own it. So it's the landlord's responsibility to fix anything that gets broken in the unit. And well, if you live in an apartment for 10 years, things are naturally going to get broken. Things are going to need fixing. And on average, most Section 8 tenants live in their unit for upwards of 5+ years. So these landlords really are cheap. They're what we used to call back in the day slum landlords. Remember the term slum landlords? It still exists in a lot of metropolitan cities. And so the people who are going to be impacted by this are recent immigrants to the country. You know, it's always the case that we give the recent immigrants in our countries the worst kind of treatment. I wonder why that is. Oh, let me think. I got treated it badly when I was an immigrant. And now I'm going to treat somebody else badly who is a recent immigrant. Because, well, they got to feel the pain that I felt. That's kind of like people's general thinking. Twisted. Sick in nature, I tell you. Anyway, Kim Reynolds, you signed a bad bill into law. This is what happens when you listen to the Landlords Association. Stop listening to those bastards. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't want to pay up. They don't want to renovate apartments. Look here. If somebody pays rent for 5 years straight and their apartment you have to renovate after they leave, fuck you. They paid you thousands and thousands of dollars. You can use some of that money to renovate the apartment before you rent it out to the new person. Stop listening to these landlord association members. They're fucking slum landlords. That law needs to be repealed in Iowa. It's hurting people. People are going to be homeless because of that law that she signed. Kim Reynolds, you're a disgrace. You shouldn't have signed the law without reading it. Iowa is a nice state. And there's generally nice people in Iowa. The people of Iowa, they should be against that bill. They should be against that. Because it's going to create more homelessness. And well, who really thinks that homelessness is a good idea? Look here. We should be trying to expand Section 8 vouchers to get more people into units. Get more people into, well, extended stay hotels, motels. You got to get people off the street. It's not safe to be on the street. You know, Kim Reynolds, what you did, you're going to put more people on the street. That bill, it needs to be repealed immediately. Iowa, you're better than this. Get rid of that. More Section 8, not less. Stop listening to the Landlords Association people. Those are scumbags.